What's going on, guys? Rich Boy J here, back with another video, and we are about to continue working on this first order transporter. How is everyone doing? We got Seagull Boyo in the house, RB Builds, Joshua Conway, Sinister Creed. I'm shocked to see you here. Jawa Lord, Joe Bricks. We got my boy Don Cheadle. What's up, man? Nice to see you again. So I did a little work on this earlier today, off stream. I wanted to show you guys that before we proceed to the on stream stuff. But I worked a bunch on this front section right here. Hold on, let me connect it back together. Here we go. So this is the front section. It's kind of fragile right now because it's not actually connected to the main body. So I'm going to set that aside while we work on the rest of the build. So hopefully you guys like that. Creed says it's only 11:30 for him. Okay, I guess that's not too bad. That's actually not that bad at all. How's everyone doing today / night? It's kind of fragile right now, snap. Just a small piece of it popped off. Nothing too big. I mean, I wasn't lying. Creed says at least it's not like last night. Yeah, that was pretty late. That was very late. What clone battle pack did you get, Commando Droid? What's up, Ace Gamer Studios? How you doing, man? .30 where you are. In the morning? Jay, your bit in the back look like it's about to fall over. Which one? Let's see. This one? That's one of those. I mean, it can kind of fit in there. Not really. It's not the worst thing. I mean, a lot of my bins are not in. I mean, as you can tell, it's not the worst thing. Some of them, they're just kind of over full. Hey, shout out to YouTube JLF Gaming for the $1 donation. Appreciate that, man. The big one behind you. Oh, that one. Yeah, that one's actually not nearly as bad as it used to be. So, yeah. That's just how we do it down here in Texas, man. Everything be leaning. Did you like the mock I sent you earlier on Instagram? Were you the one who sent me the first order, boys? I got the 2011 one with the Bomb Squad and Green Company. Oh, okay, cool. Got some Bomb Squad boyos. What's up, Lil Joshua Schwartz? Yeah, I did. That was pretty sweet. TK got 95 years today. Oh my god. Is he even actually an adult yet? Like, how old is he? I mean, that's what happens when you murder someone and then run from the cops. But, jeez. I guess the race is officially over. Newsflash, he lost. Daniel Stops, what's going on, dude? My day's been pretty good. Spent most of the earlier part of the day with my family. My family. No! Come back! I won Grand Champion at my 4-hour fair for my Lego creation. Was pretty happy about that. Congrats, dude. What'd you build? Ace Gamer says, thinking about getting one of the Spider-Man Far From Home sets. Which one do you recommend getting? I think all of them are good to great. I think my favorite's probably going to be probably the middle one, the $40 one. I think if that's the Venice one. Logan says, I'm not a big fan of there not being that much Star Wars content at Comic-Con. I think that's a deliberate thing since Celebration happened this year. They like to reserve that stuff for that. I think we got some pretty good announcement for what it was, though. Like, I'm particularly interested in that Kylo Ren comic book series that's going to be coming out. He didn't kill anyone, but his friend did. And in Texas, even if you didn't commit the murder, you still get charged with it. And he's 17. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, since I live in Texas, I'll remember not to murder anyone. Or be around people who are murdering people. Bro, today was so boring since it's been like 100 degrees the entire day. It was too hot and humid to go out. That's why you spend all your time inside watching the WWE Network, right? Come back! Quiet girl. Who in the chat has the best uncard Plut impression? But yes, Texas is the best state. Texas is my country. Thinking about making a small base mod. I'm guessing mean mock. Any tips? Build a first order base. That's my suggestion. I like the first order. Quiet girl. Apparently Zandie has a good Yoda impression. Alright. I guess I won't murder one since I'm in Texas and all. Any other state would be fair game, though. So I want to make sure Jawa Lord stays in Texas. Otherwise, you got some problems on your hands. Where are my 1x2 modified bricks with the bar? Fresh Brick says, I think you, Jay, have the best uncarved Plut impression. It's so funny. Thank you. What's up? Is it G-Herd or just Gerd124? Quiet girl. No! Come back! Building an Ord Mantell mock right now. Nice. G-Herd. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Do your Jar Jar song from that one stream. That was the Jar Jar Jam. Is that what we called it? Honestly, don't even remember how it went. Your Uncar impression can rival Ethan Network's. Wow, that's some high praise. That is some very high praise. I built the ATTE from Brickvault. It's a big boy. How do you like it? If you go to Reddit, go to our Lego Yoda. That stuff is hilarious. I'll have to check that out. We need to make an R quiet girl. R quiet girl come. R quiet girl no come back. Custom Design says, Jay, I have a question for you. What do you think is better, a flying B-Wing or Jedi Interceptor? I think I probably like the design of the Interceptor more than the B-Wing. Thanks BrickKid for the donation. He says, this donation does put a smile on your face. It brings warm feelings to my heart. I also love your theme of doing quotes in your donos. That's pretty sweet. Thanks, man. Hey, man, I put you in another mock I'm bringing to Brick Fair this year. Are you ready? Aw, dude, I wish. I'm not going to be there, though. Definitely tag, like, send me the photos of it. I'd love to see it. The task of you completing this first order dropship is inevitable. Did we seriously let my beloved Avatar get beat by Endgame? I can't believe it. Custom designs. Custom. Star Wars Theory is bald, and his favorite Star Wars movie is a prequel. Dude, his favorite Star Wars movie is Episode 3. Like, enough said. I think your vignette idea sounds pretty good, Zandie. Just do vignettes of like your favorite scenes. They'll fit nicely on a shelf. Good way to display minifigs. All that good stuff. And yeah, man, I won't be there. I wish I was. Trust me, I wish I was. What's going on, Angry T-Rex? Holy crap, where have you been? We got some Rich Boy J legends in the chat right now. Creed wants to know, bro, can we get Cats Lego? Ugh. That'd be like the modern day equivalent of the old Clone Wars figures in terms of their hideousness. Bro, I'm so excited for the Avatar sequels. Best of a bad situation, I guess. That's still... How is your favorite Star Wars film episode 3 when episodes 4 and 5 are a thing? I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, Chief. I'm in my Godzilla phase right now. Then I'll probably be in a Jurassic Park phase when I go to Universal for my birthday. That sounds fun. Sounds like a good time. What's up, Darth Jar Jar? Jarth Dardar. I have a PS4, it's void. I'm not brave enough for console politics, but you know. Are you sending the first order transporter mock to BrickLink? What do you mean by that? I want to say no, but I'm honestly not sure what you mean by that. Quiet, girl. No! Come back! Come back! The plans. Does Brick... Oh, yeah, I guess they do that now. No, I'm not planning on it. No, I will not be doing that. Brick Vaults, also no. I'll sell these instructions myself. What do you think are some good things that came out of the prequels? I always say the ships first and foremost, right? I love me some prequel ships. There's lots of good content for mocks, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll go with that. There's a lot of good concepts and ships. Papa Boya, you ever made a non-Star Wars mock? Yeah, I have an In-N-Out Burger mock that I did. You can check that out on my channel. Time Traveler. What are you watching? Me, Cold Like Hoth. Time Traveler. The first or second version. Me, Happiness Noises. I am so upset that you people would let in-game pass Avatar. How could you? I trusted you. What part of the transporter are you making? This is going to be the door on the front. I should probably start this time lapse. Alright, see you, Commando Droid. Or are those reversed slopes? Reverse tiles. Is the transport minifigure scale? Yes, it is, actually. What are your favorite bands / artists, Jay? I'm not really into rock music, so I can't say I have a... I mean, I guess if I had to choose, my favorite band is Saliva, but I don't listen to them in any sort of regularity. As for other music, I do actually listen to often. My favorite rapper is probably Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's up there. My favorite current rapper is Young Thug, which I guess is fitting. What about Linkin Park? Honestly, can't name a single Linkin Park song. Is that the Leaning Tower of Lego pieces in the back? I guess technically, yes. Appreciate that, Hugo Toro Berg. I don't even know how to pronounce that last word. I'm sorry, man. Forgot About Yourself. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm my favorite artist. I think I'm the artist putting out the best music right now, though, if that's fair. I don't think anyone is touching me right now. On this music stuff. And no, I have not, Jawa Lord. What's up, Dude Brick? Haven't seen you in forever. There's a lot of just like people I haven't seen in forever coming to these streams. I guess I don't typically stream on the weekend. Says, for a trench run display, would you recommend minifig scale ships or mini models? I mean, I'm always going to default to minifig scale. Oh, your English is fine, Hugo. No worries, man. If anything, my Spanish is terrible for not being able to pronounce your last name. Why doesn't the U.S. have real-life Star Destroyers? That's a great question. Although it's probably for the best. Appreciate that, Dude Brick. I love the young people. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Quiet, girl. And no, Nightbot's not an actual person. It's a bot. We call him Night Thought, where I come from. Spiffy Dart, why are you sad? What's up, Samuel Norris? I am so happy to be working on this transporter right now, guys. You have no idea. I'm not looking forward to having to buy the parts for the second one, though, because I know I'm not going to have a ton of pieces for it after I, like, raided my collection for the parts on this one. And yes, Lucas, it's very annoying that LEGO doesn't support LBD anymore. I really don't get, like, why they wouldn't, honestly. It's such a useful program. I didn't say hi back. When did you say hi to me? I'm sorry. It could be great if you did a Marvel mock. I was talking about in one of my videos. I would love to do a scene from Far From Home, the like Festival of Lights battle that happens. You know. Says I'm working on my own resistance base. Besides Y-Wing and B-Wing, what other starfighters should I add? So you're building a resistance B-Wing? Like, is it going to be your own custom creations, or are you just going to do like a Rebels one and put in the resistance base? I mean, you should obviously have an X-Wing there, right? That goes without saying. And yes, eggs Benedict Cumberbuns. And yeah, LED is so convenient, bro. It is just very convenient. How bad do you want a 501st Battle Pack? I want a 501st Battle Pack so bad I made a song about it. What's up, Joseph Studios 11? I mean, they may add newer pieces. I mean, even since they've said they've stopped supporting it, there's been newer pieces that have popped up in it. So it could happen. They're just, that's basically just their way to be like, you know, don't ask us about it. Because we technically don't support it, even though sometimes we will add new pieces. I don't know, man. But seriously, Lego, can you just support LDD? Like, for real, though? That's the campaign we need to go on. Forget a 501st Battle Pack. Can Lego start supporting LDD again? That's a cause I can get behind. Have you ever used that old service from Lego where you could design and order your sets from Lego instead of Bricklink? No. That was like so long ago. I mean, back in the day, you could like design something in LDD and then buy it like from LDD, like from Lego. And if I'm not mistaken, wouldn't they also send you like a custom box as well, like with a picture of your thing on it? Like, I'm surprised we don't see more. If I'm not wrong, I'm surprised we don't see more of those, like, custom set boxes floating around, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect on that. Maybe that's not how they did it. Don Cheeto, how did you break a Lego hand? Yeah, custom box with picture, pretty sick deal. Sadly, it was discontinued. Okay, yeah, I thought they did. So, like, why don't we see more of those boxes around, you know? Like, that just not a lot of people do it. Like, I've never seen one of those boxes in person. Have you guys? Trevor says, we need sandwich tiles and 1x2 plate with rounded edges. Oh, yes. That's such a useful piece, too. Spiffy Dart says, this summer I hope to do more mock building. Nice. What would you like to build? Doing a Hoth mock and I don't have a lot of space. Could you give me some? I would say go on my channel. Look at the Hoth mock that I did. There's tons of, like, vignettes and stuff in it. I think you might find useful to maybe incorporate into your mock. Or check out the mock showcase I did. Not the most recent one, but I guess before that, there was a very nice Hoth mock in that. Xavier Sorrent says, I don't think they count as an official Lego set, so I can see why they aren't seen a lot. I mean, yeah, but still, you know, like, I just feel like I would have seen at least one in person between now and then. Like, I don't know. I don't think that's the actual Chosen Warrior. Is that the actual Chosen Warrior? Let's go to their channel. That does not appear to be the actual Chosen Warrior. How dare you impersonate Chosen Warrior? I'm sorry, but you're getting the ban hammer. Actually, I'll give you one message to explain yourself, and if I don't find it sufficient enough, you're getting banned from the channel. That's a pretty big rule here. Don't impersonate other people. Other, like, YouTubers. We are going home! Dude, Chosen Warrior is a boyo legend. Lucas says, if that service was still around, I think a lot of people would design and make their own 501st Battle Pack. I mean, you couldn't include, like, licensed figures in that, you know. I don't know if the service is super valuable anymore, because, I mean, Bricklink is so big, right? Like, you just buy your parts from there. Or just buy the parts anyways from Legos, like, Bricks and Pieces, or Pick a Brick. Hugo says, I'm building Echo Base. The problem is space for the speeders and the X-Wings, a little bit frustrating. So, I mean, I would just say, like, if that's a problem, then just don't worry about trying to include ships. Maybe just do, like, areas where the troops are. I mean, no, I specifically said don't impersonate people, like, other people with YouTubes. Meme accounts are fine, like, that's whatever, but impersonating other YouTubers is obviously problematic. Yeah, I did hear New Zealand's going to finally get a Lego store. Is there anyone from New Zealand in the chat who's particularly excited about that? G-Herd says, do you play Battlefront 2? If so, what do you think about it? I played it a lot when I was building Vardos, and maybe, like, I played the story when it first came out, and I enjoyed it. I'm not a big online gamer, so it doesn't have much value to me at this point. Hey, this first order transporter must be huge. Not much progress since the last live. I mean, I have actually a decent amount. I got the front right here. Right now I'm working on this. I don't know, I'm happy with this progress. Hold on one second, guys. Hey, what's up? Okay, gotcha. Alright, bye-bye. And yes, the real progress happened last night. Who was here last night for the Lego YouTuber Blues and for the Mock Builder Blues? And yes, Lego Masters is finally coming to the US. I am definitely considering applying for that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it because I'm a Lego store employee, but we'll see. If I can get in on it, I'd certainly like to do it. It's basically a Lego, like, game show. And it's finally coming to the US. What's been your favorite mock so far? Do you mean the favorite mock that I've done, or my favorite mock just in general? Jay, what's the best filler technique? Dude, I just use 2x4 bricks and plates. It's just, I feel like the best filler is just you utilizing the pieces you have efficiently. Did you hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? He said, have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? He could save others from dying, but could not save his own life. I'm about to storm the temple with my 501st troops. Some brat said there's too many of them. What are we to do? I ignited my lightsaber, killed him and his friends too. And he died inside my arms, snot running down his nose. What's up, Josiah Weber? I wake up in the morning, I got murder on my mind. Count Dooku cut my hand off, he won't get away this time. And killing the defenseless ain't the way of the Jedi. But she told me to do it, I got murder on my mind. I got murder on my mind. Blue Brick says, hey, love your design, can't wait to see it built. Thanks, man. We'll see how well it comes together in ReboBricks. I got murder on my mind. I got murder on my mind. But yeah, if possible, your boy would love to get on board Lego Masters. I got murder on my mind. Mitasa Jopasa, Galoma Numataka, Chesko Sabobas, Japoka Umangisa, Kotisa Radica Maya Chapachawa. I helped kill Mace Windu. He went out the window. Slaughtered all the sand people. Slaughtered all the sand people. Not just the men, the children too. The women and the children too. I might have killed Padme. Oops. Dang. Chesko. Chesko. Slimo. Choppa Chowa. Choppa Chowa Slimo. Dude Brick says, watch your last Lego Stars Complete Saga gameplay video and immediately bought the Complete Saga for PS3. Nice. I'm glad I could influence you in a positive way. Alright, see you, Republic Lego. Can you sing Cold Like Huh? My chain is cold just like huh. Icy with the frost, I'm burned. I'm blowing up like Alderaan. Shout out to Grandma. Here's some advice you should remember. If you swipe a girl on Tinder and you meet that girl and kiss her, first make sure she ain't your sister. I care. Going up and down the streets. Boyo's next to me. Headed to the Tashi station to do some hood rat things. I called up my homeboy Malik, told him pull up at Jabba's palace, made it rain just like Camino with more green trees on Scarif. I was up at Canto Bite, rolling dice and making bank. Now I'm about to put some rims on my brand new turbo tank. Cause this galaxy is crazy, Trade Federation send them shooters, so you better have your Boombas or blow up the main computers. Now your boy is on the run. I'm a wanted man. Conjure Club is looking for me. Finesse them boys out 50 bands. I was at the club on Bespin. This boy tried to sell me death sticks. If I die from taking death sticks, bury me with my necklace. Padme. Cause it get cold just like her. Burr. Cold just like her. It get cold just like her. Burr. Cold just like her. You need to stay off Tatooine if you can't take the heat. You need to stay off Tatooine if you can't take the heat. Cause it get cold just like her. Burr. Cold just like her. It get cold just like her. Burr. Cold just like her. You need to stay off Tatooine if you can't take the heat. You need to stay off Tatooine if you can't take the heat. Now, when this galaxy is crazy, man, because we got all types of aliens. Most guys want them a Leia. Nah. I want me a Ayla fam. And my chain is so cold because it's covered in ice. And I gave it to a Tauntaun and it fell and died. I'm careful with how long I've been marking my chain at this point because my new freezing up just like ridiculous joints. I'm at the Dares Club on Coruscant and I'ma hit the floss. If you think that you gon' stop me, your hand gon' get chopped. Then I hit up Watto's junkyard and I don't care the cost. Hold up. Call me Nas cause I'm a boss. Cause it get cold just like her. Cold just like her. Cold just like her. There you go, guys. I'll be here all week. First clone trooper, yeah, that's what I like. I don't want to clone it unless it got the blue stripes. My mama got me plain clones for my birthday party. I wanted 501st, so I hit them with a Sharpie. They gave us Spacesuit Cody, yeah, y'all know I know y'all all remember. But instead, all we got was a construction figure? Bruh. Back in the day, anyone could build an army cheap, but nowadays a 501st troop costs $12 a piece. Cha-ching! They won't make a 501st pack and I don't get it, but they keep making all these clones that are non-existent. What's up with that? It's crazy how they're begging for it and they won't listen. Just give us 501st and all will be forgiven. No, I did not take chorus in school. Jay, who's your favorite rapper? Someone asked that earlier. I said Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. I'm curious, which of the 3 Boyo songs that I've made have you guys listened to the most? I just want a 505050 battle patch. I already got a ATRT and a Captain Rex. Cold just like oh. Let's see. Cold like Hoth, 501st Battle Pack, Murder on Anakin's Mind, Cold like Hoth. There's a good amount of variety in there. I love it. I feel like Cold Like Hoth probably has the best like replay value out of all of those songs. More! More! Kill them all. And sir, the villagers, kill them all. Slimo, Chopper Chower, Chopper chow Limo. You better be making a drink tea appreciation song. Oh boy. How would that go? It would go something like, I need a guitar, right? Bring. Drink tea is my best friend in the world. Drink tea is my best friend in the sea. Drink tea likes Patrick more than SpongeBob. Whoever got that is a boyo. If you didn't understand that, you're not a boyo. Trevor says, probably murdered on Anakin's mind. Whenever I see a picture of episode 3 Anakin with yellow eyes, I always listen to that song. That's lovely. I'm so happy to hear that. Are you talking about Lor San Tekka? How dare you refer to Lor San Tekka as random old guy? That is so disrespectful. Drink tea likes Patrick more than SpongeBob. Take a seat, young Skywalker. Poe first has more meaning behind the words. Lego could take some hints from it. As for Hoth, I kind of turned it off halfway. Oh my god. Ouch. That's a boyo burn. In that case, maybe I'll stop watching Rich Boy J. Jeez, what's happening, guys? Where's the love? Where's the leak, ma'am? Just watching the Solo movie, does anyone think they'll do a Darth Maul follow-up? Hopefully not. Hopefully we can just forget all that ever happened. Drink tea likes Patrick more than SpongeBob. Lor San Tekka got a figure before Bail Organa. Let's take a second to acknowledge that. I mean, yeah, but let's also acknowledge the fact that the Bail Organa we got is from Rogue One. Give me a prequel Bail. Give me a prequel Bail. I just want a prequel Bail Organa. I don't know. But seriously, can I get a prequel Bail Organa? What's up, First Order Lego? How you doing, man? Maul was the only good thing in that movie. Oh my god. No. No. I hated that Maul was in that film. I mean, Solo's not a bad film. I don't hate the film. I hate the Maul part. I swear if I see Darth Maul in another Star Wars medium, I'm gonna slit my wrists. Solo is just a very average. It's very average, I'd say. Maul, more like Borl. Darth Borl. Darth, I'll never go away. Where's the 1x3 seat? I'm doing good, man. I'm enjoying working on this here transporter. Working on some kinks along the way, too. Yeah, I agree you're a furry. Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like an incompetent film. It certainly didn't have fart jokes. It just, I don't know. I just kind of watched it and I was like, okay, that's all I need. Darth, let me die, please, Filoni. But really, though. Okay, I don't know where this... Hopefully it's somewhere in here. Hopefully. Yes, Maul should have died for good in episode 1. I haven't been streaming too long. I don't know exactly how long. Maybe someone in the chat can tell you. What's up, Dr. Phil? Squidward is my best friend in the world. So we're still in Houston, and I went to Putt Putt Funhouse. Don't know if you've heard of it, but I'd give it a hard pass. I've never been there. Have I seen the TIE Dagger? Yes. The interesting thing about the TIE Dagger is, like, it looks like it has original trilogy colors. So I don't know what to make of that. Creed says, I don't mind him coming back in Clone Wars. They at least gave us more background on him and gave him more of a character, but he should never have survived into Rebels. See, I disagree with that. I feel like in the Star Wars universe, getting cut in half and falling down a giant energy tunnel should be sufficient for death. But that's just me, apparently. If Darth Maul was a women's, she would have been called Darth Maul because shopping in women. Am I right, boys? Oh God, Dr. Phil, I think you may have gone too far in a few places. Is anyone else looking forward to that Kylo Ren comic showing how, I guess showing how, like, he became Kylo Ren? It was a good death, or so we thought. Exactly. It was a great death. I mean, not really, but it was a cool way for someone to die. Cut in half, your arms and legs falling down a giant tunnel. And that logic, Luke should have died falling down Cloud City. Well, one, he didn't get cut in half. That cut in half part is very important. So no, not by that logic. What's up, Chris Cross Croc? How you doing, man? This might be the first time I've actually seen you in the chat, at least with that name. Imagine not sorting your parts when you build. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. True, but Palpatine got thrown down the energy tunnel, but episode 9. I mean, if he comes back as a physical person, I will say absolutely that's dumb as well. Trust me, I'm very consistent with these opinions. Did I think killing Luke was a good idea? I did, actually. I'm interested in seeing what Force Ghost Luke might do. DS says Palpatine didn't get cut at all. Yeah, but he went down the energy tunnel. Some sort of, like, chemical reaction happened when he went down there. Let's also not forget to mention that the Death Star that he was on exploded. The problem is, for all intents and purposes, he was meant to die in that film. So let's stay true to that original vision and keep him dead. Can we also talk about, like, how wrong it is that the way Star Wars is set up, we have the potential to clone someone and they can be just as Force sensitive? Like, think about it, right? Because midichlorians are a thing, and apparently the Force is something in your blood, you can simply clone someone, and with their current genetic makeup, you can, like, make an army of Jedi. Which then begs the question, why did they not just do that, right? Why not just make an army of Jedi? The Kaminoans were still around. You had no problem using the normal clones anyways. Why not just clone Jedi? You think that would have helped them win the war? Problem with all of this, however, is I hate the idea that you can just clone someone and boom, like, you can basically create an army of Jedi. Like, imagine cloning someone like Anakin Skywalker, right? Like, that's pretty problematic for the Star Wars universe in terms of, like, the story of this person being special and unique and apparently the chosen one. Clone like 10 Anakin Skywalkers. You got 10 Skywalker freaking lineages happening. Like, imagine what you could do with something like that. Long story short, when characters die, they should die. You're a dead man. I'll reserve too much Palpatine criticism until we see what happens. But as it stands, I'm very irritated that he's being used as part of the promotion for this film. But what about Force Ghosts? I'm totally fine with Force Ghosts. That's what Jedi do when they die, or that's what a certain group of Jedi do when they die. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. It's already pre-established that Jedi can do that, so by making them Force Ghosts after the fact, that's not taking away from their death, because we know that's just how Jedi work. Now, if every Jedi could do it, I think that's problematic, but I'm fine with, you know, the main group of Jedi being able to do it. That's cool. I'd love to see young Daddy Sheev in The Rise of Skywalker. Y'all killing me, man. Jay, read the Legends Thrawn trilogy. You'll especially love Luke Skywalker. Yeah. Oh, boy. Mark Hamill thought that was cool. Like, there was an interview he was giving, and he was like, you know, oh, like, there was in the original, or in an expanded universe, there was a story where I was cloned, and he was like, I thought that was cool. And at that point, I lost all respect for Mark Hamill's Star Wars opinions. So when people, like, will repost the articles of Mark saying, like, oh, I fundamentally disagree with what you've done with my character, I'm just like, whatever. You wanted Luke to have a clone. I love Mark Hamill, but he clearly doesn't have amazing Star Wars opinions. If he thought W Luke was a cool thing, and he would have liked to have seen that. That's just so wrong. That is just wrong on so many levels. Dr. Phil says, I mean, he probably didn't read it. I don't know. I feel like the context of the quote is important. I mean, that is the context. Like, he was talking about, like, different things they could have done with his character, and he specifically referenced the Luke clone, and he's like, oh, that could have been interesting or cool. And I'm just like, no, absolutely not. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't anything like that at all. He himself brought it up. It was in an interview, and he's like he specifically brought it up, and he's like, oh, like, that would have been cool. This wasn't. He didn't, like, it wasn't like someone just kind of caught him off guard. Like, he specifically referenced it and said, like, that would have been a cool thing for us to do. I'm just like, nah, fam. I'm cool on that. Appreciate that, Hugo. Right now it's 627 for me. Like I said, I love Mark Hamill. I think he is an incredible person. Like, Mark Hamill is freaking awesome, but his Star Wars opinions, not so much. They should bring back Borg Gullet in Episode 9. I would prefer Borg Gullet being the key to all of this over Palpatine. But if Sheev Boy comes back not as a clone that destroys the whole meaning, okay, Anakin as... Whoa, can you, like... I have no idea what you mean by that. I'm sorry, man. He probably liked that Darth Maul is basically immortal. I wouldn't be surprised. Megatron in Episode 9. That would be great, actually. Alright. So this section is apparently done. If there was a Borg Gullet figure, I'd include it in every mock I did. For sure, though. I think Clone Luke is dumb, but I also think it fits much better in a 1994 Star Wars universe than it does later, you know? Like, it's weird, dumb, but it's totally... That's a lot of the EU, then. I mean, yeah, like, it's... Like, if it's just... That's the thing, right? A lot of people are upset about the EU not being, quote-unquote, canon anymore, but it was never, ever at the same level of the films. So it's just kind of a little fan story for people to enjoy because, like... no more Star Wars movies are being made, like, yeah, that's whatever, like, who cares? But to actually introduce it into, like, the film universe, which will always take precedent over books, comics, whatever, cartoons included, like, that's problematic in my opinion. Alright, so this is what we're working with. Jeez. These aren't, like, legally connected in any way, so I kind of have to hold it like that. But that looks so sweet. I'm missing one of these pieces. Hopefully it's somewhere in this pile, otherwise I'm in deep doo-doo. But, I'm a fan, guys. I'm a big fan. This thing looks pretty sweet. So let's keep it moving. It feels so good working on, like, actually building one of my custom vehicles. Drops transport. I didn't drop it. If missing, leave the ramp down. That's a good point. I'll just keep it like that. How did you get such a clear image of the transporter? Because LDD doesn't look that good. Oh, you mean for the thumbnail? I'm like, what do you mean? I've used a program called Blue Render. And yeah, that's what I used. And yes, the ramp was a challenging section to build. It was hard to get those angles correct. When will the weekly episode come out this week? I'm going to drop it tomorrow. I figured I'd rather get this built today and then just drop that tomorrow. Bela Secura. Ramp is hard. I had to cancel my UCS first order transporter a few years ago. You're making a UCS one? Wow, that sounds pretty cool. Luke is overrated. Dude, don't talk about Luke like that. Are you streaming until it's done? Great question. We'll see. That's the plan now, but if it gets like super late, I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. Bly, more like Bail. Bailey. Let's talk about some positive Star Wars things, because contrary to popular belief, I actually love Star Wars. JD says, how's it going, my guy? I'm on break at lunch and had to spend time with boyos. I'm glad to hear that you're using your time wisely. It's going good, man. Just working on this transporter. I got the ramp done. So that's, I don't know. Can you guys see this sitting right here? Actually, I don't know if that'll work. No, that's not going to work. Here, I can do this. So you guys can at least see that. Can you guys? No, that's... There we go. That'll work. Can you guys see that? Bro, Fox was a traitor. Positive, looking forward to The Mandalorian. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Imagine liking the sequels. Imagine liking good Star Wars films. Seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, I'll be releasing instructions for this bad boy. Here's some positive Star Wars news. We're rumored to get an Obi-Wan versus Anakin set. Yes, definitely looking forward to that. Jay, what are your thoughts on the Solo Falcon as compared to the more traditional looking Falcon? Which do you like better and why? I like both. I think they both have positives. Like the escape pod on the Solo Falcon looks cool, as well as the I like the interior. I think the interior on the original, the interior on the Solo Falcon I think is pretty sweet. Fox was threatened with a firearm, Jay. It was just a decision to shoot fives. He could have stunned him. He didn't have to shoot him. He could have stunned him and then later found out why Fives was freaking out. What are the next movies after the sequels going to be called? The threequels? Well, considering this is the end of the Skywalker trilogy, I don't think there'll be anything quels. It was probably Palpatine's orders to shoot. I know. He's still a traitor to his brothers. Where my 1x3 played at, though. Mr. Lego says, I met you at Brickworld Chicago. You were in line for food, and I went up to you and told you how much I loved your videos. I think a few people actually came up to me during that time, but I'm happy we got to meet. Hugo, it's just going to be a $20 set. I wouldn't get super optimistic on it. I think the minifigures will probably be the most interesting thing about that set. Hopefully we get some decent updates. Yeah, it's not going to be a big set. World of Lights, more like ball. Fair enough. Do you get recognized at work? Sometimes. It's happened a few times. I think it's happened more and more since my channel has grown. Yeah, it's just going to be a $20 set. Jay, I'm building a Jurassic Park mock. I was wondering if I should include Darth Maul because he showed up everywhere. I mean, I'm putting Darth Maul in Starkiller, so yeah. Oh, my hype has disappeared. I'm sorry, man. What top secrets have they got? Have they got on the staff notice board at work? Any reveals or leaks for the fans, Jay? I mean, even if I did have any, I certainly wouldn't be just blabbing on about those on stream. That's a quick way to get fired. How many Star Wars figs do you have? Oh, like maybe 2,000. I don't know. A lot. Like a lot. Whoa, that's wrong. I think we got a leak earlier today of Governor Pride's torso from The Rise of Skywalker. It'll be interesting to see what his character is all about. Hopefully he'll be as memorable as Captain Kennedy from The Last Jedi. Chris Croc says, I feel like I should be building now instead of sitting at my computer. Are you building like a mock or what you're working on? Imagine not liking the prequels but having to buy every prequel figure. Like I said, I don't mind buying stuff from the prequels. Like there's tons of great character designs, don't get me wrong. That's the thing, right? Like I think people mistake me not liking the prequels as films as me like not liking stuff from them either. And no, not Governor Price. It's I think Commander Pride, Pryde. But yes, Price was in Rebels and she died. She died. We also got some Series 20 leaks. Is there gonna be another Disney series, right? Thoughts on the Advent calendar? That's a great question because I wanted to do a video on it, but I just didn't. But it gets a thumbs up from me, that's for sure. I actually really like the Advent calendar. The Advent calendar has kind of become, oh, it's gonna be Discount Commander Pyre. Oh my god. I don't know, maybe it's General Pride. I don't know. Can someone tell me what exactly this guy's name is? So Creed can get off my back. Chris Crosscrock says, I'm trying to finish a custom 2-scale cantina. Need to figure out how to add LEDs. Dude, send me some pics. Holy crap, that sounds awesome. The Pride guy from The Rise of Skywalker. General Pride. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Now get off my case, Creed. Let me live. No. Quiet, girl. So many small gray parts to find in this pile, I swear. I didn't mean to move that. I have a PlayStation 4. I don't play it super often, though. I'll be playing Jedi Fallen Order, that's for sure. Maybe I'll do some sort of series on that. I don't know. We'll see. Jay, stop ignoring me. I'm sorry. You said we need a movie between episodes 1 and 2. I don't know how I feel about that. The problem is Anakin's basically a different person in episode 2. So does it really even... Like, is it really even worth developing him between those two films, you know? Thinking about putting LEDs in the Hoth mock might be very difficult. I need to just go ahead and make that tutorial for how I put LEDs on Vardos. Because it really wasn't hard. And it was actually quite cheap, all things considered. I guess there could be content there. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, apparently Anakin saved Obi-Wan 8 times between episodes 1 and 2. Maybe they can do a film about that. How about we just move forward? Hey, what's up, Ethan? How about we just get a Star Wars film that's not filling in gaps? You know? I think that'd be nice. Eight times a Star Wars story. It'd be called 8 times and a 9th that didn't count. Or is it 7 times and an 8th that didn't count? I can't remember the exact line. I do have a Discord server. I think Nightbot should post about it soonly. It is necessary to see more mullet Obi-Wan. More of Jesus Obi-Wan. Stop poking more holes in our Star Wars. Me poking holes in Star Wars? I'd never. Do you think the next trilogy will leave Kylo and Rey? Yeah, definitely. It's pretty well known that none of the current characters are going to be in the next trilogy of Star Wars films. That's not to say they'll never come back, but at this point, it's going to be something completely new, which is so refreshing. Here's a question for the chat. Are you guys, like, when it comes to Star Wars, are you guys interested in seeing more gaps being filled in? Or are you interested in seeing just something completely new? How do you guys feel about it? Lucas says more gaps. We got DS new, You're a Furry new, M5 new. Completely new but loosely connected. Bit of both. Gaps, new or nothing, something new. Alright, so it looks like a few of you want to see gaps filled in, but for the most part, you guys want to see something new, which is great. I'm glad to hear that, because yes, that's the thing, right? Like, Star Wars means a lot to us for a lot of different reasons, but I want new things to be attached to, you know? Like, Star Wars is so vast. Everyone says it's so vast. So let's, like, why not treat it like it's vast? Why not treat it like there's so much to be explored beyond the characters and the conflicts that we know about, you know? Like, if Star Wars is gonna last, we're gonna have to start treading new ground, you know? So I'm glad that you guys mostly agree with that. Kind of regret making Geonosis because now I have useless Dark Orange. I mean, I feel like with a mock like that, you may as well just keep it together, right? Like, when are you going to use a lot of that Dark Orange for anything else? And you definitely should not regret building Geonosis because that mock was awesome, dude. What about the creation of the First Order? That would be a cool concept. That's still retreading, though. Like, there's books that kind of talk about that now. I mean, it'd be interesting because it's like post-episode 6, so there's still different stuff going on, but I'm still, as much as I like the First Order, I wouldn't love to see that story. Creed wants to see a film between episodes 1 and 9. That would be unheard of. I would like to see how the First Order rose with no Skywalker, no lightsabers. I guess that'd be interesting. I don't know if I need to see a film on that. Like, make a book or game on it, just a definitive tale. I mean, there's books and stuff that have kind of talked about it a little bit. I don't need to see a film on that. Like, what's the actual story being told there? Just how the First Order came about. Like, I guess I'm ultimately just tired of watching Star Wars films where we know where it goes, you know? Diaz says First Order is just an Empire clone. That's literally the point. That is their entire point of their existence. Would you want something new, but could you live without Jedi? Yeah, absolutely. I think that lightsabers will have to play a part in the movie just because it's Star Wars. Like, that's just kind of a thing. But, I mean, you don't... Like, the same way that Kylo, you know, uses the dark side but isn't technically a Sith, I don't think we need to see... Like, it would be actually really cool to see light side Force users that aren't Jedi, right? Like, we kind of saw that with Chirrut. I'm totally down to explore the Force beyond Jedi. Sansa said, I'm happy if we just get some more cool new things to build. I mean, I totally agree, right? But, I mean, if we get some, like, cool new things to build, but the stuff is mostly uninteresting, like, it just doesn't mean as much. Like a mock like Hoth, it's overdone by all accounts, but people will keep doing it because that's such an important scene. It's a scene that resonates with so many people. Like, we need more things to build from that are impactful and, like, important sequences, like Scarif as well, you know? When you finish the mock, will you keep all your First Order ties together? Definitely. I like to do a Taco Dana at some point. Whenever episode 9 comes out, I'm sure there'll be TIE fighters in that, so they'll be useful in that as well. Yeah, I'll definitely keep my First Order boyos together. My First Order ties. Would you be fine if in episode 9 Kylo and Rey learn to work together, bringing an eternal balance to the Force? No. Kylo's a bad guy. The problem with that is just they already told that story. Like, we've already seen Kylo and Rey work together. At the end of The Last Jedi, Kylo reaches out to Rey one last time. She pretty definitively says no. Like, I'm done trying to recruit you. Because it's very clear what his intentions are. There's no, like, I don't even want to see that tease. We already got the, like, oh, Rey Darkseid tease in episode 8. Let's just let Kylo be a bad boy. What's up, Hunter? How you doing, man? Fluffy Duck says Rey and Kylo are gonna die. I mean, eventually, yes. Kylo should be the big bad in episode 9. Oh, absolutely. If he's not, I'll riot. Like, if Kylo's situation is resolved and it's kind of left all up to, like, the Emperor at the end, I'd be so irritated by that. No Snoke, no Palpatine. You're saying all the right things right now, little bricks. Prequel Stud says, why when I go to the Lego store do they hate me for being old? I'm sorry that's your experience. So how do you think Kylo gets smoked? I think Rey's gonna cut his face off. Like, she's gonna take her lightsaber and she's gonna, like, kind of like do like this, and the blade's just gonna come right up his face like this, and that's how he'll die. 1x3 light gray tile. Where you at? Why are you hiding? Here it is. I'm really annoyed at myself for using all my white parts for my X-Wing, Y-Wing, and A-Wing. I want to build a Hoth Mock. I might try to see what I can get off the X-Wing. Are your ships that big to where, like, you'd be able to get a decent amount from them for a Hoth Mock? Ray should give Kylo a haircut while he's sleeping. Episode 9 is just going to be a series of pranks that they play on each other. How about Kylo wins? The dark side needs to win again. Oh, the dark side never wins. Not in the long run. Zandie says, I understand where you're coming from, but in the Dark Disciple book, Quinlan Voss betrays Ventress by manipulating her into grieving that he let the dark side consume him. However, by the end, they definitely have a strong... I mean, that's different. A book can tell a more extensive character story like that. I feel when you have 3 films to kind of get your point across, every character interaction is important and should go somewhere. M5 says, next year in Chicago, I'm going to try to bring my Christophsis mock complete, 100% complete, and maybe another collab like this year. Nice, man. Are you working on Christophsis right now? Favorite characters from every trilogy. Original trilogy, Luke, the Emperor. Prequels, just the Emperor. He's actually really the only character I like from the prequels. Original trilogy, sequel trilogy, Rey, Finn, Kylo, Poe. I think all the main characters from the sequels are pretty incredible. Can't do much right now besides look for parts for the road, but I finished my cannon design yesterday. Oh, okay, cool. So I found out the hard way on Bricklink that the bucket handle piece in light gray, or light bluish gray rather, is dumb expensive. So we're going to go with some cheaper alternatives. Jedi Clog. One by one with a clip. Man, looking through this sea of just light gray parts. This ain't it, Chief. I use one of those LBJ paint handles on my cannon. It's like $3. Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. I put a trash can on Phasma's head instead of her helmet on the stage. That's hilarious. Oh, you said you're asking me to do that. Have her like dirty, like with trash kind of falling all off of her. What's up, King Fab87? Haven't seen you around these parts in a while. How you doing, man? I think one day archaeologists will find Colin Trevor's body. Do you guys think his body's just like laying there on Geonosis? Or do you think the Jedi have or the Republic has an extensive like war cleanup effort to make sure all those bodies return home? Where is this? Let's got one in here. Oh, right here. Perfect. I mean, you have to imagine that like they went back and got a lot of stuff from Geonosis, because on Geonosis, Obi-Wan parks his ship there, and at that point he kind of gets captured by the droids, right? But then, like, in episode 3, R4P17 is like still there at the beginning. So either they just made him a completely new droid, that it was like the exact same programming as R4, or they went back and I guess they ripped his head off of Obi-Wan's Jedi Interceptor and then made him just like one droid, made him like a full droid body. That's what I want to see a Star Wars story on. How the heck did R4P17 make it off of Geonosis? Were your expectations really that high for Phasma? I thought she was fine. She did. I mean, like, what more did you need from her? I think she served her purpose just fine, in my opinion. She's like a mid-level villain at the most. I don't know, man. Yeah, I rewatched the pod race scene. Could not find the city with Mahanik's family. It's not Mahanik. It's what's his name? Rats Tyrell. So they don't, in the actual film, they don't show his family. It's in the extended sequence. So look up like extended pod race on, it should be on YouTube actually. And you'll find it there. I think seeing Phasma doesn't really do anything. Like, she's there to, for one, be an antagonist to Finn. She has plenty of lines talking to Kylo. She organizes them killing the villagers. When we get back to the Star Destroyer, she's the one who sends Finn to reconditioning. She's the one who shuts down the shield generator. Like, she has a lot of scenes, guys. I understand, like, I thought she was in the movie just fine. I don't know, what more did you need to see her do? She's not the main villain. Every character doesn't need to have main villain levels of involvement. Appreciate that, King Fab. Also, I saw your message earlier. I totally forgot to respond to it. He says, we're just finished building Jarek's TIE Advanced and the TIE Fighter, plus got 3 weeks off starting tomorrow. Nice! That sounds incredible. I hope they show Kylo Ren's force power of stopping blasters. It'd be cool to see him do that again for sure. I don't know. I thought Phasma, she was fine. Like I said, she's not the main villain by any means. She's a mid-level villain. I'm fine with it. I tell you what, she's been more involved in the films than, like, Count Dooku and Darth Maul were involved in their respective films. I need to find a light gray cone. Here it is. It says, I think having Kylo, Phasma, and General Hux was just too much to share on screen time. I mean, it's fine to, like, it's okay to have side characters in Star Wars. That's my main point in this. Like, Phasma didn't need to have a ton of screen time. Like, I feel like all the main characters in these new films get all the time they need, which is good. That's exactly how it should be. I want to know how Phasma got out of the trash compactor. I'm sure that there's actually a book on that. There's actually a book that talks about that. I don't know, maybe she, like, maybe it was this exact same way that our main cast got out of the trash compactor in 4. Creed says, what's worse, getting killed because you got whacked by a blind man or killed by a janitor? That's a great question. I'm going to go with probably getting whacked by a blind man. Because at least the janitor deliberately tried to kill you, right? You were just kind of accidentally killed by the blind man. Little Brick says, Poe was a great side character for the goodies. Phasma just looked like she was more powerful and could have done more. But those are two completely... Like, Poe is actually... I would say Poe is a main character of the films. Phasma is not that. Like, on the good side, the main characters, Poe, Rey, Finn. On the bad side, the main characters are Kylo, Hux, and Phasma, I guess, to an extent, but not even really. I don't know. In a film that just deals with so many characters, I'm totally fine with having a lot of that screen time, the bulk of that screen time, go towards the characters that really matter. Like, Phasma's just kind of whatever. She didn't really need to be seen more than she was. That would have taken time away from other characters who would have had more to offer the film by way of development. Says, haha, thanks, got parts coming in for another TIE Fighter, also a bomber. How's your transporter coming along? I'm excited to see the thing finished. LED model is ready so far. It's coming along pretty well. This is the front chunk that I've built. And right now I'm working on the section where the turret is on the top of it. And I'm looking for flick fire missile parts. So hopefully I can find those somewhere. I feel like I always have a hard time trying to find these. You know what? I'll just snatch them off of something. I don't want to spend too much time looking for it. Alright guys, I snatched them off of my N3rd X-Wing. Do not tell him that I did it. I need you guys to keep this secret. M5 says, are you ever going to make a prequel mock? Absolutely. I keep telling people my dream mock is Geonosis, so it'll happen once that's possible. Once it's possible to do a large-scale Geonosis with the given parts available. What was your latest post, Creed? What if they go into the broken Death Star and Darth Plagueis is there? I mean, I doubt it, but I don't know. I really want to make an episode 2 gunship, but money isn't exactly existent for that. Then just rip the doors off of your current gunship and add some bubble turrets and make the superior gunship. You should buy my Dark Orange, Jay. That's currently not in the plans. I appreciate the offer, though. Alright, so after a numerous amount of realizations, realizing certain parts didn't exist, as well as realizing certain parts were dumb expensive, this is what the turret design is looking like. And I like it. I actually like it quite a bit. I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, the hatch works. You can fold it down. Oh god, maybe you can't fold it down. Hold on. Yeah, you can fold it down. Lift it up. You can sit a guy in there. I don't think I have a clone or a trooper nearby. Here. Here's a sneak peek for you guys. So I actually bought this figure recently for my minifig wall. So yeah. But yeah, you can sit the fig in there. Well, there's going to actually be a ground. Oh god. Let's try that again. Actually, maybe I should put a bar in there so this can't so easily fall off. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on one sec, boyos. Now put a stud shooter in its god tier. Oh no. Here we go. All right, so yeah, this is what we're working with. It's a big gun. You guys get the idea. All right. Miner Makes Mock says, any donos this stream? Yeah, we got a couple earlier. We got ourselves a couple donos. A cup of donos. How many cups of 1x2 dark bluish gray tiles you get from Pat? I got a lot. I have a pretty huge bag of them, actually. I'd say maybe at least like 5 cups. I'm just gonna make a couple. I'll make 2 of these transporters for my mock. All right, so this will go over here. This build is gonna be a lot of like separate chunks up until the very end. I'm sure. It looks bigger than C-3PO's gun in Episode 9, bro. Nothing is bigger than that gun. What's up, Awesome the Guy? It's going pretty well here. Can you put Shaggy in the mock? I might put Jedi Master Shaggy in this mock. We'll see. Not Jedi Master. I guess maybe he could be a Jedi Master by this point. Grievous didn't actually kill him when he stepped on him. There's a character I don't mind them bringing back. Shaggy. How about that? Alright, see ya, Wolfpack. Do I think Rey is Luke's daughter? No, not at all. It is so sad to watch Rats Tyrell's. Did you watch the video? Apparently there's 51 people watching now. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. How many hours until now you spent on the transporter? Maybe like 3, 4, 5. Honestly don't know. I just build, man. I just build. Will you ever build Pilio? I don't know. It's a very cool looking location, just not something I can see myself building anytime soon. Rich Boy J, how do you sort your Lego parts, color or part designation? Sometimes color, most of the time by part. What's up, Tyler Smith? He says, just up today after seeing you got 2nd place in Ryan's build challenge. Thanks for coming through, man. Hopefully enjoy your time here. What main character will / should die in Episode 9? I hope none of them die. That'd be nice. Have I thought about doing a Supremacy mock? Kind of, a little bit. I flirted with the idea, per se. Let them all die, no one's ever really gone. I mean, that's a great point. Says, yes, his family was there with a newborn. The announcer guys even said that she just got out of the hospital. Exactly, bro. It's so sad. We need to start a GoFundMe to support Rats Tyrell's family after his accident. Did you cry during the 5s and 98? I mean, it's gonna be 99 death, be honest. No, I did not cry. It was very sad, though. Very sad moment. Those are some real sad boy hours. 9-9, more like bye, bye. Bro, Mason has no chill, I swear. Here's a question for the chat. When has Star Wars ever made you cry? That is my camera. It's doing a time lapse of this build. So is his name Claude or Clog with a G? I need closure. Miss Jalapeno says, I died when Han Solo and Luke died. Honestly, Rogue One's pretty sad for me at the end. I cried when Coleman Trevor died. Okay. Darth Jar Jar says, when Jar Jar didn't appear in the sequels. There's still one more movie, man. There's one more movie. The end of episode 6 and the end of 3. Why'd you cry at the end of episode 6? Episode 6 has, like, the happiest ending of any Star Wars film. Han Solo could have got me, but some jerk spoiled it before I... Oh, dude, that sucks. How did it happen? Like, was it online or was it, like, in person somehow? Would I ever consider making a 79 S-Mock or a 79? I have no idea what you mean by that. But then again, no one's ever really gone. Oh, Disney. By the way, I really hope they won't make Palpatine a Sith Ghost Episode 9. Like, similar to regular Force Ghost with a red hue. That would be so goofy, dude. That would be such... That'd be, like, so fan-fiction-y. It's like a George Lucas decision. Like, well, clearly if the Jedi have blue Force Ghosts, then the Sith must have red Force Ghosts. Mesa's Force Ghost would be purple. Jeez, shocked bricks. Show some respect for the dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's been a disturbance. Oh, it's all from Crisscross Croc. Croc, what are you doing? Oh, okay. I actually appreciate those. Thank you. I'll give those a better look after the stream. I don't know if you're watching right now. Last time I cried seeing Star Wars was seeing Scarif fight in IMAX. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's fine, Croc. It's all good, dude. I'm glad you sent me those. I'm actually pretty hyped about checking them out. I was sad for K2SO's death in Rogue One. Everything else, not so much. My favorite character is good old Luke Skywalker. Not from a Jedi. Quiet, girl. I cried seeing a little hammerhead take out a couple of ISDs at a station. That should be a new Star Wars film. The little hammerhead that could. Mine's Vader and Palpatine. That's why I'm so worried about episode 9. I'm with you, man. I'm worried about it too. Stop messing with my beloved characters. Stop messing with my beloved dead characters. Keep them dead. Keep them dead. No one's ever really gone. Trevor says Ahsoka is the most attractive Star Wars character. I hope you're referring to, like, the later Ahsoka. The original tube top Ahsoka. I don't know about that, man. I mean, we see Ahsoka grow older. Rebels Ahsoka is well into adulthood. Imagine a bro fist emoji. There we go, bro. Stormtroopers are B-E-A beautiful. That's how I learned how to spell the word beautiful. Why is red always the bad color in media? I don't know. Great question. Might have some psychological background. I don't know. Favorite UCS says definitely the UCS Star Destroyer. The original. What would you do if you were an ISD captain and you just felt an objective and then someone says Vader's coming aboard? Bro, I'm dipping. I'm out of there. I am gone like the wind. So if no one's ever really gone, does that mean YOLO doesn't exist in the Star Wars universe? Pretty much, I guess. Instead of YOLO, they say N-O-E-R-G. They say Norg. No one's ever really gone. In the Star Wars universe, before you do something stupid, you scream Norg. No one's ever really gone. What's up, BrickPhase? How you doing, man? Favorite ship in the Star Wars universe? Easily the Republic gunship. Not even close. The Republic gunship is bae. Norg. I'm glad that I just made Norg a thing. Hey guys, I'm about to take like 20 death sticks right now. Norg. Hey guys, I'm gonna look directly into my lightsaber as I fix it. Norg. Yo, we need to add Norg into all of our favorite Star Wars scenes. Like when Anakin jumps off of his speeder with Obi-Wan onto Zam's speeder, he's just like, Norg! Before Luke, or after Luke is told that Darth Vader is his father, and when he jumps down from the little spire thing, he's just like, Norg! No one's ever really gone. Okay, where are these? Oh, they're right here. If you had to choose between the droid gunship and in-game ultimate Quint, definitely the droid gunship. Not even close. Good luck on your first ever mock, Shocked Bricks. You need to hide Norg somewhere in Starkiller base. That's a great idea. Jay, will you ever make me a moderator? It could happen if I need one. Alien species with only one word in vocabulary. Norg. Bro, it's all about that Norg life. You're not living unless you're living the Norg life. Imagine not owning a custom gunship. Wow, I love the mild flex by M5 Builds. I'll have you know, the Lego gunship is great. How would you want Lego to make a UCS Republic gunship? I don't need to see that. I think you can get a good enough Republic gunship just with a normal set. Like I don't need to see a big gunship, you know. That would do nothing for me. Took some time into deciding to give you a red cape in my mock. I'm glad you noticed it. I'm glad you gave me a red cape, bro. See, that's the thing. I only come for the really great streams. That's a good point. Were you here? You were here for that like ridiculous dono stream, I think. All right, see you, Hugo. Thanks for coming through, man. It was a pleasure having you. Making a custom indoor mock. Just finished the bunker, and I'm gonna try to find tree pieces. Nice. All right. "2013 Republic gunship is S tier, if I might say so." Mason's gunship is a Chad. It is. He actually let me hold it at Brick World. I was very proud. I would love to settle this with the chat. Which gunship do you guys prefer? The gunship from episode 2 that's missing the second set of doors but has the bubble turrets there instead? Or the gunship from the Clone Wars that has the second set of doors but no bubble turrets? And yes, the 2013 gunship definitely should have come with more clones. It's not missing doors. No doors ever really gone. Alright, I want everyone who's saying the gunship with the doors to leave the stream and never come back, because that thing is an abomination. No, I'm kidding. But I don't know. I remember when those Clone Wars sets came out and the gunship they released in 07 had the double doors without the bubble turrets. I was so disappointed as a kid. And to this day, I harbor resentment towards that version of the gunship. Like, I don't know, I'm not a fan at all of that version of the gunship. I'll exterminate them, sir. Jeez. But, sir, the villages. Shut him up or shut him down. I like a gunship that can close up all the way. No! They don't need to close up all the way. It says it in the name. It's a low-altitude ship. I don't know. I just think the one with the half doors they just look so much cooler. Double doors are only necessary for flying in space. Exactly. Jay, what does Palpatine say in a casino? I have no idea. Please tell me. When did I start getting into Star Wars? Like hardcore, like 2005. Actually, no, 04. 04 would have been my first getting into it. No, 05. 05. Well, no doors not required. Padme fell from a gunship and survived. Exactly, because no one's ever really gone. Because Norg. Imperial 1 class Star Destroyer or Imperial 2 class Star Destroyer? Imperial 1's the one we see in the film, if I'm not mistaken, right? I don't know. I don't know the difference. She fell out and said Norg. That sounds about right. Alright, I need to charge L camera. People always talking about Padme falling, but what about that clone? I mean, that's a great point. I think Padme should have had a greater injury. If Rey fell from a flying ship and hit the ground, people would call her a Mary Sue. So I'm going to need to see Padme a little bit more hurt from that. She should have, like, broken her back. Like, ah! What's up, another Storm 20? Where are... Would you like to see a comeback of the UCS Lego Executor? I guess. I'm sure they could do a better job a second time around. If I donate $15, will you put a commando droid in the mock? Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. Why not? Alright, where... What's up, Andy Adams? Do you like The Office? Oh yeah, Office is incredible. I always planned on having some sort of The Office Easter egg in Vardos. And I would like to actually do it in Starkiller, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But sir, the villagers. Kill them all. I might mod my UCS Star Destroyer to have a long neck like the Rebels destroyers. Really? Why? Do you like that design? I don't know how I feel about those long neck boys. Oh, okay. Was that a joke then? What is the most parts you've ever ordered from a Bricklink store? I mean, the most, I guess, from one store only. I've had a couple orders end up being like $300, I guess. Like when I was buying parts for the ATM6, I had a few pretty huge orders. I don't know, probably water studs in terms of just pure part quantity. Did I not buy this part? What the heck is going on? Guys, I'm scared. Do you ever consider making a space mock of capital ships fighting? I don't know necessarily about that. But, I would want to make, like, a large-scale capital ship. Can you imagine the U.S. military plans to make a Death Star for their Space Force? Oh, God. Congrats on your winning Star Wars award as a category, but don't you feel like dirty for using these sequels as a base? What? I don't understand. Starkiller at this point is not going to any convention. I took it to Brick Fiesta, and that's the only place it'll go. Once this mock is done, I'll film a video on it, and then we will move on. Would a 3x12 wing be good for a Super Star Destroyer mock? I mean, that's what Lego used, so I'd say sure. That seems to be about the right angle. But, kill them all. Kill them all. Jay found some Forlong red bars. You found like multiple ones? Jeez. Are you gonna build yourself a jerk tie? Imagine not packing up a mock at Chicago. I packed up a mock at Chicago. Yes, there'll be a Boyle Lounge in this mock. There's always a Boyle Lounge. I think a 4x2 wing is better for a Super Star Destroyer. I don't know. I haven't looked extensively into it. It could be. I don't know, though. Buddy, I don't want to sound like a creep, but how should I put without you getting... What? No, it'll be totally different. It'll be totes diff, bro. I'd love to see someone build a Super Star Destroyer in scale with a UCS Imperial Star Destroyer. That would be ridiculous. There are free LBG paint holder pieces. Are you mean the paint holder pieces or the bucket holder pieces? I don't think the paint holder piece is as expensive as the bucket holder. The next UCS will be Peppa's house. Dude, that would be so lit. I don't know, but paint holder pieces are goated. Shout out to Frank's Fantastic Bricks for starting his Starkiller mock today. What all do you plan on incorporating in it? I hope this mock brings Starkiller the appreciation it deserves. Beautiful location. What year do you think Lego had the strongest lineup of sets for Star Wars? That's hard to say. I'd have to like really look up. I'd have to look into it. Yeah, I remember I met you, but I didn't know it was you. Where did we meet? It says, for my mock, speech area, trenches, and snow area. What trenches specifically? Are you always going to build things for the movies, or will you ever build something that you make up like a clone base or something? For the foreseeable future, it'll be something that I've seen. I have no interest in building a clone base from my imagination. Starkiller is over par garbage of a character. Oh, I'm talking about the location, not the stupid character that doesn't even exist anymore. On a more serious note, I always felt the colors didn't work for the UCS Superstar Destroyer. SSD was more of a bluish hue, also way darker. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, technically you could say the same thing for TIE Fighters. Make them sand blue. I don't know. Yeah, more location sets would be great. I think a UCS Cantina would be very nice. UCS Jabba's Palace. Sets like that. They should. I feel like if they're going to do like a UCS ship every year, I think it'd be nice if it was complemented by a UCS location as well. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that would... Or maybe like every like 2 or 3 years. If they, I guess, they did a location every year, they'd run out rather quickly. But I don't know. Creed says, "Yeah, I know. I was thinking of making that comment earlier and I didn't, and then you brought it up again, so I was like, okay, now's my time." What camera do I use for streaming? I use just a Logitech webcam. For actual videos, I use a Nikon D5300. There should be a UCS commando droid. Dude, we totally need a Scout Trooper battle pack with those new Scout boys. Scout boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we scout for you? Shock Trooper battle pack would be nice. Says, I don't think it's an issue with most ships, especially Imperial ones. The light/dark bluish gray works really well for that, but the SSD offers a different... I mean, the TIE Fighters, though, like, really looked sand blue, I think, in the films. At least, I think in one film it became much closer to gray. I can't remember which one, though. Have I seen this Troopers Koth parody? I have not. I've heard it's hilarious, though. I need to check that out. What's up, Lil Ethan? What you up to, my guy? Describe the feeling you get when you're trying to build a mock and it all falls apart. Fortunately, that doesn't happen super often to me, but it does not sound like a good time, that's for sure. Yes, I did see that custom turbo tank by Lucas. It was a great set. Maybe your TV's color settings were off. Oh my god, do I need to pull up a picture of a TIE Fighter from the film? Can someone get my back here? TIE Fighters definitely look sand blue in the films. Finished the UCS Y-Wing last night. Only got 3.5 hours of sleep because of it, but you know it's worth it. Jeez, man. Says TIE Fighters look blue in the trench run scene. There we go. Maybe it's episode 4 where they look blue. That's definitely your TV. It's not my TV, guys. Trust me, I'm not crazy on this one. What's up, Davidson Baxter? I mean, regardless of what the model looks like, there was definitely a blue tint to them in episode 4. Just watch the movie, guys. Thank you, John. They do kind of look bluish in that scene. I'm just saying it's way worse for the SSD. Okay. Whatever. You get the point. Everyone's checking out the tie now. What's up, Connor Trackus? Do you remember when your hype when the Force Awakens trailer came out? Oh yeah, great time. So hype. I think I got really hyped for the Force Awakens when that behind the scenes trailer dropped. Like I was getting ready to go like a party or something, and then it dropped. So I was like getting ready in my bathroom, and then I found out the trailer dropped. And I just remember sitting there and just watching it. It was just incredible. Hype, then the disappointment from watching it. I don't know about that one, bro. I love The Force Awakens when I first saw it. Still do. It's a great film. Would you like a new droid but with movable legs and arms? I can understand why maybe the arms and legs aren't articulated because of how thin they are, but I would like new droid molds with like bent arms and legs. That'd be nice. That'd be good. Maybe someone can take a pic with the tie, like the ones with the striped dress where people couldn't agree. I don't know. I think it's pretty clear. Like if you watch episode 4, it looks very blue. On a side note, they really got rid of the blue tint on the Imperial ships. I mean, yeah. Since then, I think in canon, like if you ask them, like what color should they be, they'd probably say gray. It says, but the blue on use the original tie was too blue. Maybe if they had sand blue back then. Yeah, I agree. I think the ideal TIE fighter is sand blue. I don't know, it doesn't keep me up at night. I'm fine with them being gray. I just want LEGO to release a chrome Naboo starship. That'd be great. Nubian, huh? Nubian. The way Watto says Nubian. Nubian. Why do you do this? Ethan, does Watto actually say, why do you do this in the film? Someone asked me that the other day, and I was like, honestly, don't know. No one else will have a T15 hyperdrive. I promise you that. It says, and I asked you that. Oh, okay. Maybe it was you then. I don't know, honestly. I think he does. I don't know anyone brave enough to watch The Phantom Menace all the way through to find out. When we're gonna have that voice acting stream? That's a great question. I don't know. So anyone here excited for Triple Force Friday? Bro, TPM is God tier. Creed. Why do you do this? Favorite Lego set is the favorite Lego minifig is the First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot. Only for the Lego. It's how it be. That's a very profound point. And yeah, if they announce that UCS Starter Store, that'd be great. I mean, it'll be a while before they do, because that's just kind of how they handle those things now, but it'd be nice to see it. And no one else will have a T-14 have it drive, I promise you that. What if a new Lego Star Wars game comes out with a chrome Porg? Ooh, that'd be awesome. I don't know, if you guys were making like a Dexter's Diner mock, would you use Pong Krell as Dexter? I mean, I know they're the same species and all, but like Dexter don't look like that. Using Dexter as using a Pong Krell as a Dexter figure is the equivalent of using like Jar Jar for a Boss Maz figure. If I recall correctly, they announced the Falcon on like August 30th. Yeah, officially, yeah. I mean, I imagine we'll probably see it before then, because they usually can't keep the secret, you know, up until release day. But I don't know, maybe they can. Making online friends just isn't something I do. Ooh. Yikes. All I gotta say is once you're a Boyo, you're part of the Boyo family for life. And there's no turning your back on a Boyo. Yeah, I played the Force Awakens Lego game. UCS Bricktorian Gaurd Battle Pack. That would be the most powerful Lego set ever made. That set could probably keep people from dying. He can't help us, Padme. Only my new powers can save you. She should have responded to that with, your new powers? Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow. You turn against me. You have done that yourself. Let her go, Anakin. Let her go. Yeah, when is Padme gonna come back? No one's ever really gone. If sadness could make her die in real life, maybe extreme happiness after death can bring her back, right? Am I right? Am I right? Forcegasm. Bro, I swear your Rich Boy gummies are on the way. I promise they're in the mail. Believe me. Padme should have replied with, "Ayo, Wagwan fam. I ain't doing none of that ting. How you go, bruv? Oi, Obi-Wan killed." Oh my god. That's the funniest thing I've read all day. Rasta Padme. That is hilarious, dude. Ayo, Wagwan fam. I ain't doing none of that ting. How you go, bruv? Oi, Obi-Wan killed this fool. Booyakasha. Color Squad says, "Can I have mod? I have a concussion, please, Jay." I'm sorry about your concussion. Unfortunately, it's not really a... Can't use that as leverage to be a mod. Sorry, man. Grievous can cure his cough with Rich Boy gummies. He actually can, guys. Alright, so my boy Trevor just hooked me up with some heat. And yes, the TIE Fighters look blue in Return of the Jedi, not A New Hope. Okay, there we go. Appreciate that, Trevor. Glad to see someone agrees with me. Look at this, see? I'm not a liar, guys. Hold on. Hold on, jeez. See that? See that right there? Hold on. It's kind of hard to tell. Actually, there we go. Boom, look at that. That's a blue boy. That's a gray boy. That's a blue boy. It's a gray boy. That's a blue boy. Look at that. Got a couple of blue boys. Oh my god. Alright. My give up. My give up. I have a 1x2 addiction that needs to be cured by Rich Boy 2 gummies. When can I expect them to arrive? They'll be there. Oh my god. You guys are gonna be the death of me. Why can't you just blindly accept what I say? Even though I had proof. I feel like Five's trying to tell people about the brain chips. TPCraft Gaming says, can I be a first order officer in the mock? If you donate the threshold, sure. Except you're wrong. Creed, stop embarrassing me in front of my friends, okay? Jeez. Clearly I need to get some new fans who will blindly agree with everything I say. Where are my yes men when I need them? If I'm George Lucas, where's my Rick McCollum? What's up with Ricks? Yes, master. Alright, Spiffy Dart sees the blue. Alright, cool. My birthday was really good, man. Went to my favorite restaurant with my family. It was a great time. Shout out to all my blue boys in the chat who have my back. Blue rhymes with boo. I smell treason. Mock Builder Blues Part 2. The YouTuber Blues Part 2. When you can't have your fans agree with you. It says, looking at my visual dictionary, Jalen, I can say the TIE Fighter is in fact gray. Bro, watch Return of the Jedi! I'm not saying that it doesn't appear as gray in some mediums. My argument was simply that in some films they definitely appear blue. Get David on the Mock Builder Blues. You guys think David Hall is interested in recording a song with me? And yes, guys, if you haven't already, please go ahead and smash the like button. Do a boyo a favor. So many subsections. So many subsections. I got like a decent amount of like pieces of it done. It just hasn't all come together yet. We'll see. We'll see. According to LED, I am almost halfway done with the build, so that's the thing. Creepycraft Gaming says, I have a poster in my room and the tie is clearly sand blue. See? Y'all don't be believing old rich boy, but I be speaking the truth. Can we settle on bluish gray? No. Even though there was no mock update this week, I'm happy we got a live stream today. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, technically there was, because I uploaded the last update on a Monday. But I get your point. If you're not with Team Blue, you are lost. Shout out to all of you who are tuning in for the live streams. Give me a dark gray. Team Blue all day. What would your mom think if she knew that you were Team Gray? Don't disappoint her like that. They're no match for droid, guys. Shout out to everyone out there who's repping Team Blue. These are dark times, and we need all the support we can get, guys. From my point of view, the TIE Fighters are gray. Well, then you are lost. Exactly. You're sweating. Relax. Little Annie? My, have you grown? So have you. Grown more beautiful, I mean. Boy, if you don't stop. Jay, have you heard the story of the gangsta clanker? Unfortunately not. Sir, what should we do with Team Gray? Kill them all. Actually, no. Just process them in Camp 4. Jay just got some red masonry bricks at the Lego store. Nice. Dark red, I presume. Kill them all. Gray like Obi-Wan's hair on that desert planet. Fair enough. What's up, Kathy Krozik? Says, hey Jay, it's my first stream. I love your content. Thank you so much. Are gray bricks rare on the Lego Pick-a-Brick walls? My location never has them. Kind of. I wouldn't say they're necessarily rare. They just... people, like, get them pretty quickly once they end up on the wall. So, you gotta be quick. Oh my god, the instructions that LDD generated for this thing up to a certain point are horrible. Here we go. This should work. Are we debating whether or not Grievous is white or gray? Honestly, I have no idea. I mean white or tan, not white or gray. You guys might disagree with me on this, but I think Grievous is actually blue. Sand blue to be exact. Here, let's see. Definitely 2003 Grievous, not even close. 2003 Grievous could fight with lightsabers using his feet. Yeah, Grievous definitely has a tan tint to him. I'm not sure which one I'd prefer for him in Lego, though. I don't know, maybe tan would actually be better. I don't know. That's a great question, though. What's up, Jake Turka? That's a great question for another day. You are. Glad to see you're back, Jake. Young Jake. I'm just curious, how does it feel to share the same name as Jake Lloyd? So General Grievous's lair would be a dope mock. You'd need so many, like, Grievouses to have, like, hanging up for his various exoskeletons, you know? I don't know, man. Grievous could still be alive. I mean, if we're going to preach Norg gang, we got to really be about that life. Norg life. This is basic Norgonomics. Sharing the same name as Jake Paul, you should be asking. By the way, it makes me feel horrible. Aw. Jake Lloyd, eh. Norg for life, yes. Shout out to everyone in the chat repping Norg gang. The droid stole freighter. The droid stole freighter. Hey, BB-8 is not a stupid droid. Imagine having the last name Cosby. Imagine having the last name Hitler. Talk about awkward. Says, imagine having the last name Palpatine. Imagine having the first name Sheev. Imagine having the last name Coon. What if Lando was played by Bill Cosby? Oh no. Oh no. I feel like Bill Cosby would be better for, like, Obi-Wan. Imagine if Obi-Wan was Bill Cosby. I got this shirt from Legoland Star Wars Day a couple years ago. Comic Bricks, I live like 40 minutes from from Sugarland. And next year, Brick Fiesta will actually be in Sugarland. If you see this, what are your thoughts on The Rise of Skywalker? I like everything about the build-up to the movie so far, except for the Palpatine stuff. That stuff has me very nervous. Cosmic Bricks. Okay, cool. Yeah, it'll Brick Fiesta is gonna basically be like right by First Colony Mall. So yeah, if you guys have the ability to, even if you don't have the ability to, you at least should try. Come to Brick Fiesta next year because it'll be in my home city, which means I'll be able to bring something very special to that convention. So if you haven't come to Brick Fiesta this far, next year is definitely the year. You will try. Do you think it will be in a large convention center this time? It'll be about the size as the convention center this year, I believe, which was a pretty decent size, I think. Brick Fiesta next year should actually be pretty good. The only stupid droid is the astromech from the Clone Wars. That was a traitor when R2 got lost. Talking about Goldie. Because last time it was in Houston, it was a tiny... Yeah, it'll definitely be bigger than that, like, for sure. Jay, when you make Geonosis, will it be the arena, battlefield, or droid factories? It'll be all of that. It'll be all of that. I'm very excited for Rian Johnson's new trilogy. Yeah, dude, it'll be a pretty insane mock. Which is why I'm holding off on it until I can get a decent amount of parts for it. And Barrett, we don't really know anything about Rian Johnson's new trilogy. Will you make it orange, brown, or normal? I'll make it dark orange. Says there's no First Colony or Lego Start First Colony Mall. I've been requesting that there should be one there for years. Yeah, I don't know if that'll happen anytime soon. Especially since there's 3 Lego stores in Houston thus far. Yeah, no, we don't know anything new about it. Alright, let's see if we got some juice. Welcome back, M5. Yes, 2x4. Joe Brick says nearest Lego store is an hour away. Jeez. Alright, so guys, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and take a little stream break. I honestly want to go eat something. I'll probably be back in like 30. Where the heck does this go? I also got to grab some parts for this. Okay, I see. So, should I leave the chat open? What do you guys think? Alright, Creed, have a good sleep. Thanks for coming through, man. Yeah, Chris Crock, that's the thing. We have Lego stores, but we don't have a single Bricks and Minifig store here. I heard we might be getting one soon, though, so hopefully. Says, don't leave till I get a notification when you come back. I'll leave a timer on, so I'll just be back whenever the timer's up. Yeah, I'll leave the chat open. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. You should eat on the stream. Nah, I won't do that. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will close the stream, because I actually need to do a couple things on my computer, and I'd rather not have the stream running while I do that. Yeah, I'll just close the stream then. I'll reopen it. You guys will get the notification whenever I come back, and then we can resume building this bad boy. So, Bradley Gill says, please don't leave. I have no friends. I'm sorry to hear that, but if you want something to do, go on my channel and check out some of my other videos in the meantime. I think the Starkiller, the Vardos video should be a decent length to hold you over until I get back. So yeah, I will stop streaming now, and I'll be back in like 30 minutes or so. So See you guys. Thanks for everyone for tuning in.